What's the moment you realized your parents were silently cheering for you all along? I've always loved music, not just casual humming in the shower. I mean full-blown piano sessions in my bedroom, headphones on, fingers flying over keys, imagining I was performing on a massive stage. My parents never pushed me to practice, but they always asked how it was going. I thought it was just polite conversation, nothing more. Senior year of high school, I decided to audition for the Regional Youth Orchestra. It was the biggest competition in the area. Everyone warned me it was intense, but I was determined. I practiced relentlessly, late nights, weekends, early mornings. My parents noticed I was tired all the time, but never nagged me. They just made sure there was food on the table and left me alone in my world of scales and arpeggios. The day of the audition, I was a bundle of nerves. My parents dropped me off and smiled, telling me to do my best. Their eyes had a sparkle I didn't understand then, but I'd come to remember it later. I walked into the massive hall and froze for a moment. There were dozens of other students, all polished and confident. My hands shook as I set up my sheet music. The piano sounded enormous in the echoing room. I started my piece, each note trembling. Halfway through, my confidence faltered. I stumbled on a tricky passage, hit a wrong chord, and for a second thought of just walking off stage. Then I heard it. Not from the audience, not from the judges, but a soft, familiar voice in my head. It sounded exactly like my mom whispering, "You've got this. Just keep going." And another, deeper one, like my dad murmuring, "Remember how hard you've worked. Play for yourself." I straightened my back, focused, and the music flowed. Every note, every emotion I had poured into those months of practice came through. By the time I finished, the room was silent for a heartbeat, and then the judges nodded, murmured to each other, and one even smiled. I walked off stage feeling numb. I couldn't tell if it was relief or lingering panic. My parents were waiting, faces bright and proud, hugging me immediately. "You were incredible," my dad said. "We always knew you could do it, but you didn't say anything before?" I said, confused. My mom smiled softly. "Sometimes, believing in you doesn't need to be loud. We've been cheering silently all along, every day, every practice." The next week, I got the letter. I had been accepted into the youth orchestra. I cried when I opened it, and my parents hugged me again, their eyes glistening. I finally understood that quiet support, the kind you don't see or hear, is sometimes the most powerful. Years later, when I'm performing in front of hundreds of people, I still feel their quiet encouragement, like a warm current flowing through the music. It's not about trophies or applause. It's about knowing someone believed in you before anyone else did. And whenever I think about quitting, I remember that moment in the audition hall, the feeling that my parents were silently, fiercely rooting for me. It's a memory that never fades, one that keeps me going even when the stage is empty and the music is just me and the piano.